So whatever they do to me, I'm a man. I'm not sitting up here like I'm the biggest badass around, but you punch me, I'm gonna punch back. And I can sit back and tell you my family name is secure, and I've done the job I'm supposed to do. It's not some power trip, it's just who I am. I look at Stephanopoulos and all these sacks of shit sitting there telling us they're going to leave the country. Listen, you son of a bitch. You're scared this country's going to throw your carpet-bagging ass out. I see you, you little bloodthirsty maggot. Whatever happens to me, I just pray to God you get brought real low. Real low for what you've done, you little son of a bitch. So you understand one thing. There's a real world out there. There's a real God. There's a real devil. And for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And I want all the little men to know something. You were brought up as pieces of shit. And you thought you could dominate everybody because you were so insecure. And you thought people that were better than you were bad because they were better than you, and they were building a stairway to heaven for you. And so now you've started fights with people that are going to break every bone in your body. So when you metaphysically have had your sternum broken and your ribs broken and your little neck strung up, you remember that you ran into real men and we kicked your ass. Now I'm done till tomorrow. I'm going to turn it over to Darren McBreen and Owen Schroyer. But make no mistake, this is real. This is the InfoWar. They're never going to stop. They're going to put drugs in the food and water more intense, but we barely can resist. I mean, it's just so evil. And this giant third world hordes just pour in, raping everyone, just sexualizing our children, ruling everything, debasing the currency, drugging the food and water, giving everyone cancer, and just dancing to their god of death, selling body parts, chopping up babies, the battle of the scalpel. I mean, it's just on. Hell on earth. The gates are opening, and out will flood the armies. It's the same story over and over again. The same dependency, the same sluggism that we see mirrored all around us. Hated by the people we build. Hated by the people we empower. Hated by the people we've given life to. How do you think God feels? And by the way, I like the Ted Anderson reviews. I mean, those are shows on there. They think they're all in competition with me, and I was screaming, I'm not in competition with any of you people. I'm in competition with the devil. I'm in a death battle. And now you see the enemy say they're in a death battle. They know they're in a death battle. Only the spirit of knowing
that's my bipartisan way. Come on over here. Come on over here. Let's go. Come on, Howard.
I don't know how all this is going to end, but like I've told you 1,000 times, you want to fight, better believe you've got one. You want to enslave my spirit? No! And I'll call on God to protect me and use me however God sees fit. And if I've destroyed my whole family with it, I don't blame God. I blame the stinking trash who will pay. Now, and the devil that deceived them was cast in the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Tormented by their own spirit.
Mr. Jones, huh? A curious fellow, that's for sure. Oh, man, where do I even start? Alex Emmerick Jones. He was born on an average sunny day, just like today, in the now abandoned Dallas hospital. His mother, a housewife and a homemaker, describes the labor as, and quote, a brick coming through a keyhole, implying the labor was rough and strenuous. In an article he wrote, he describes his mother as quiet, but that's okay, I guess. As a baby, Jones was described as loud, obnoxious, crying all through the night. His mother, at the time, called him her little siren. His father, too busy with school and work, ignored his son for the most part, but his mother raised him alone until age 6. At around age 10, he describes himself going to his grandmother's land, a lot more often than usual, and riding their horses, Gordon and Buttercup, commemorating the earliest known picture of Mr. Jones.
As he got older, his father David took over, instilling religious and traditional values into him, more specifically, evangelical Christianity. As a boy, Alex's love for the outdoors really became prevalent. He enjoyed all the things his father did: hunting, fishing, camping and swimming. His father David Jones was a well-off dentist, and they lived comfortably in the suburbs of Rockwell. Alex Jones has little to no memory of his time in Rockwell or Dallas. At around age 9, Alex moved to Austin, Texas, where his father opened his own dentist office. Dr. David Jones still runs this office in Austin, Texas. Sometime in his high school career he read None Dare Call It a Conspiracy by Gary Allen, mostly about the tyranny of socialism and strange conspiracies such as the Federal Reserve bankrolled the Bolshevik Revolution. He described the book as having a profound influence on him and described it as the easiest read to prime on the New World Order. Gary Allen's work has been denounced by nearly all sects, both left or right.
This is also around the time when Alex Jones received his childhood dog, Gypsy. Alex Jones attended Anderson High School in Austin, Texas, where he got into bodybuilding and became a star lineman for the Anderson High School football team. He graduated Anderson High School in 1993, a year late. He was held back in elementary school. He attended Austin Community College for no more than 3 months. During his time in college, he allegedly met Bill Clements, former governor of Texas, but this is unconfirmed.
Alex Jones celebrated his 19th birthday, not knowing an event in the next 2 weeks would change the course of his life forever.
Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching part 1 of the Alex Jones documentary. Stay tuned for the next parts, and hit that epic subscribe button, or your penis will fall off. Haha. You don't want your penis to fall off, do you, loser? Loser? You're a loser if you don't hit the sub button.